deep is your love? Is it like the ocean?
The livestock video in. So how did I get to where I actually need to say? Man, where do I begin? As a little girl, I wasn't chunky. I was kind of tall for my age, and yeah, so as a little girl, I was tall for my age. I was about 5 feet in fifth, sixth grade, and my grandmother thought I was gonna be a model, and thought I was gonna get real tall. My grandfather was 6'5", I believe. So they all thought I was gonna be tall, but unfortunately, that did not happen. As time going on, as life took a toll over me, as life took a toll, um, I got a little heavy. I remember my junior, senior year, I was 150 pounds. And during that time, actually met my husband, and I ended up marrying him. And I was at that time, about 150, 165. Yeah, I was, I didn't struggle with diabetes or heart failure or blood pressure or anything like that. I just struggled with food. So God bless me and my husband to actually get a house in Calumet City. And during that time, well, let me go back. In 2004, I had my first son. Of course, which made me gain weight, and I got to like 220. And I lost weight, and then I ended up getting pregnant again and had miscarriage. Then I turned around and get pregnant again, and I had a stillborn at 5.5 months. Of course, that was devastating to all of us, and of course, that was devastating to me and my husband. We lost our house through foreclosure. We went through so much. So much. So during that time, we ended up moving back to Chicago, and I ended up getting pregnant again. So in 2008, I had my daughter, and at that time I was like 240 something. Of course, I lost the weight. I got back down to like 190. I was really losing it, and then I got pregnant again, and I had my son in 2009. And then, of course, I was like, okay, I gotta lose this weight. But every time I would lose weight, I would end up getting pregnant. And so in 2012, really thinking about divorce, and I ended up being pregnant with my last and final son, Mr. Noah. And with Mr. Noah, so in 2013, I had my last and final child, Mr. Noah. And over the time, I tried to watch what I ate or tried to. I'm sorry, y'all, because I'm at a picnic with my first family. And one of our members is throwing water on people, so I got to be very watchful. But so in 2013, I had my last and final child, Mr. Noah, and I always tried to lose weight or try to better myself, but it just seems like I couldn't really get the rhythm of things. I would lose weight, gain it, and then I would gain more weight to the point that last year in 2017, I got up to 297. And that was like my final straw. I've been trying to get the surgery, but it's just like I couldn't finish the program with things happening. It wasn't just the right time, and it wasn't just the right time. So not taking care of myself, taking care of my four babies, my husband, helping him through school. He's helping me through school, um, trying to get a degree, trying to live a better life, but wasn't fully happy with myself. At one point, I was just like, hey, I'm big and fabulous, and start to really love on myself. But although I was loving on myself, I still felt like I can always be better. It got to the point where I got tired. I really couldn't. I didn't want to go to the park with my friends. I didn't want to walk down park with my children. I didn't want to walk downtown. I didn't. I didn't want to walk downtown. And things, anything like that. It was just like, hey, yeah, let's go out to eat. But to work out, money wise, to keep a membership, it was just financial um, situations kept me from a lot of things. I tried this product, it works. And I began to see some weight loss, a pound here, a pound there, but it was never enough. Never enough. So it's like now I got to the point where it's like, look, at the end of the day, I have to take care of myself. And that's where I'm at right now. I have to take care of myself because no one else, no one else can. No one else can feel the pain that I feel in my body of the aching of the knees and the slight headaches, or just being able to, going into the stores and clothes costs. My God, a t-shirt. Yeah, going to the secondhand store, but finding clothes that look like making me look old, or going to actually Stewart and paying $30, $40 for a t-shirt. I mean, if I ain't have money to, just to help me lose the weight, having money to buy clothes was hard. Feeling self-conscious about myself, of how I look, or, not really loving on myself. To love yourself, you have to take care of yourself. And whether it's weight loss or making sure as a woman that you are groomed and that you are looking the best you can look and how you feel. Whether that's getting your hair done, getting your nails done, your toes done, making sure that you looking and smell good for your husband, your significant other, or just making sure that you looking good for society. Not going to not trying to be like the society, but be the best you. And so when I got the chance to talk to my husband and really think about it, like, this is what I want to do. Um, so many other things that happened in my life that also kept me keeping on the weight, because not feeling like that I will ever be pretty enough. Um, wear wear straight hair to keep myself pretty, but not realizing my natural hair is just as pretty as my straight, if not even better. So loving on myself. So all of that is, and more actually got put me to the place where I was feeling less and not worthy of being here, in a sense. You know, not, in a sense, want to be that it girl. Like, that's the girl I want to be with. That's the girl I want to hang out with, kick it with. And, feeling, in a sense, as, in my time, a lame, feeling like I am nobody. But once I realized that I am somebody, and somebody that you should know, and once I really allow God to come in my life and say, give him a full blown yes to his will, yes to his ways. It's like my life has completely changed. I see myself in a better view now. I see myself being that woman that not only would I look and feel good for myself, but I be able to help other women and people in general to be the best they can be. So with all of that said, I'm sorry y'all, like I said, I've had a picnic at my church picnic and I'm watching. You know, and the Bible says watch and pray. So I'm watching to make sure I don't get wet up. But and it's all in fun. But just knowing like this is how I got to where I was at, you know, this life. And you know, my mother will always tell me I'm pretty beautiful. My grandmother used to tell me, stand in the mirror and tell yourself, you are beautiful, you are gorgeous.
Is it like the ocean? What devotion are you? How deep is your love?